Hi, I'm Cheryl, and I have another Easter card for you, and this one is busy, busy, busy. I've got all kinds of stuff on here. I got background stamping, and I got little popped up circles with things stamped on them and colored in, and then I have some flowers that I'm going to show you how to make, and let me show you what you're going to need. And you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, look at the pile of stuff she has here that we need. Yeah, and I have more things off to the side that you don't even see yet. So, let me get things going here. So, I've got a piece of Daffodil Delight cardstock, and this is 5.5 by 8.5, scored and folded at 4 1/4. Don't worry, I'm going fast. It'll all be down below. I have Whisper White, and that's 4 3/4 by 3.5, and then we'll need another piece about 5.5 by 6 inches to cut our flowers and our little circles out of. And then I have a piece of Perfect Plum, 5 by 3 3/4, and yes, I cut out the center. I used a die. And there's my piece. I'm going to put that back in my paper stash and use that again some other time, because we're not going to see the center. So there's my piece of 5.5 by 6, which I really don't need because I've already cut out most of my stuff. I'm going to need it for some of my stuff. I'll keep that handy. Alright, and we have stamp sets. We have little critters. We're using the little chick here. Let me get that out of the glare. And there's a little Celebrate Easter. We're using that stamp. Then on this one, this is Sweet Sayings. And we're using the Wishing You All the Beautiful Blessings of Easter. That's going to go on the inside of our card. And then this is a new one. This is in the Celebrations. It was an add-on. They added 3 new items to the Celebrations, and it's medallions. It's a multi-layer medallion. We'll be using that. And let's see. Nope, I did not get them out. So I'll keep that handy because I'll need to get those stamps out. And then from Oh So Succulent, I used one of these little flowers. I don't know which one it was. But I'm going to change that up, and there's a little cluster of 3 flowers. I'm going to use that on the card this time. And it'll be a little bit more delicate, I guess, would be the word. Let me see, where are they? There we go. There's the little bitty ones. I'll put them out. I can put that aside. We have a piece of this is 3/16" wide ribbon. It has the picot edge on it. And this is about 6 inches long. You can use another size width ribbon, and with or without the picot edge, no problem. I'm using the pansy punch. I've got my tweezers out here. These are wonderful things. I've got 3 markers. I've got Wild Wasabi, Daffodil Delight, and Tangerine Tango. I've got my Stampin Dimensionals. I can kind of, let's see, where could I put those? I'll put them aside for the moment because I don't need those for a while. And then I have my layering circle Framelits dies, and I'm using the smallest circle, and then the third from the smallest. Okay, and those I will need, so I'll keep them out and get rid of the big package here. I've got Tombow glue, I've got snail, I've got a pair of scissors, and I've got these. And we're going to use these on the flowers. These are Fiskars, and they do a jaggy edge on them, and I got these as a huge pack of them. I don't know how many was in it, over 20. I got as a gift, and I was so excited. I said, oh, Fiskars scissors, but these are actually pretty crap. So I don't know if you buy them individually, if they're better, but my huge package of them were a disappointment to me. But you can use them if you're careful and you only have a very small area to cut, which we do today. I'm going to show you an alternative to using those. Anyway, we have Tuxedo Black Memento ink, we have Perfect Plum, we have Daffodil Delight, and some sponge daubers, and then I have some little, where'd they get to? I have some little jewels. I bought these, a huge bag of these. Not all this color. Let me show you this. I got these at my AC Moore, and then I had a coupon for them, and they're pretty inexpensive. But look at this. I mean, I have this like monster size bin. Look at all of them, all different colors. I started sorting them, and I thought to myself, you know, what are you, crazy? Quit sorting them. You could be doing other crafty things than sorting through sequins, or not sequins, but jewels. So I have these little jewels. Let me put them somewhere where I won't lose them. Alright, and then we can get going on the card. Geez, where to start? There's so much to do. Let's do the background stamping first. So let me get my stamps out for these medallions. And this is really pretty sweet. So I'm going to be bringing out this one first. You see that? Let me get this crazy overhead light of mine. There we go. Now you can see it. I'm using that one first. So I've got on my block. I'm so fiddly sometimes. I've been told I'm slightly OCD. I don't doubt it. And so we'll ink that up. And we're going to put one right in the center. And this is going to frame our little chick. And stamp that down. And there we go. And then we're going to put one up in the corner here. And leave yourself a little space there because we have another element to add to that. Looks like I should have got some diaper wipes out too. And we try to space these pretty close to being the same on all of these. We want them to be symmetrical. Okay, so there we go. We got that. Let me I'll just grab one of my microfiber cloths here and quick wipe that up. I gotta keep moving. Because we don't want this video to be like 3 hours long. Okay, so while we have that out, let's bring our flowers in here. Okay, so I cut out 6 of these with the pansy punch, and what I did is just on the edges here I used my Fiskars wonderful crappy scissors here and cut the edge off. You notice I'm keeping way back here because you get out the end here, it doesn't cut right, and that's what I don't like about them. They're like something you'd give to a little kid to play with. As long as you could trust them not to cut their fingers off or cut their hair with them. So if you don't have them, what you could do is just take a pair of scissors and just make jagged cuts on the ends here. Just like this. Okay, so you can bypass the crappy scissors. So all of these need some yellow in the center, so we're going to do that while we have the yellow out. Just give them a happy little sunshine yellow center. Well, actually, it's Daffodil Delight, but it's a nice sunshiny color. So we'll just do that. And that's all we need the yellow for. So I can put that aside somewhere out of the way. Okay, get this stamp off. I'm going to wipe that off just real quick. I'll clean that good later. And I'll bring out my other layer here. And I used this little bit here. I'll show you on the front what that little bit is. Okay, so I'm using this one now, and I have this little bit here. Okay, I'm going to be using that one also. So I'll need a little block. Let me get that off too, so I'll be able to see what I'm doing. So there we go, we got that one on there. If you hear some funny snoring noises in the background, I have my craft room assistant in here with me. I have actually two. If you hear jingly jangly noises, that's my dog scratching. She's right under my feet here, so if I try to stand up, I fall down. She likes to do that. And I have my cat, and hopefully he'll stay on his side of the table. He's sleeping right now. So, and we line this up, and it's made to go right in between. There we go. And we're just doing the one with the purple. Okay, because we want that one to stand out, because that's our center thing. We want people to look at that one. Okay, now, in the center of these, okay, there's inside these brackets, I'm going to use that little stamp, that little fiddly stamp. Let me see, let me get it up here. No, now it's out of focus. Okay. But maybe you'll be able to see it better once I use it to stamp with. And we're going to stamp that just inside all of these. Medallions that are in the corners here. Okay, and one more. And you notice I turn my paper around. Whatever makes it easiest for me to see and to stamp, well, that's what I do. Alright, I'm going to clean that little guy off. And because I'll need that for other stamps. Let me wipe this table up a little bit here. Alright, now we're going to get the little bitty flowers. And right in between those little things that I just stamped, I'm just going to stamp some of these little flowers. Ew, that's a mess. Let me wipe that off. Okay. And then just random little flowers in the background here. And turn your paper, turn your stamp, whatever makes you happy. to get some more, a little bit of purple in the background here. And that's a perfect plum that I'm using. Let's see, maybe one there, one in there, and one over here. And one more. When you say one more, that's when you stop. Alright, so we've got this done. We've got the background done. And it does look different. Let me see. So, go back to our flowers, and we're going to add our perfect plum into the flowers. I've got my dauber here, and I'm going to just shade in. And where you cut with your scissors or your whiskers, whichever you used, it'll come out a little bit darker for the edges. Now you want your perfect plum. You want that to come almost right up to the delightful daffodil on here, but you don't want to blend them together because purple and yellow don't make a very pretty color at all. So don't blend together. Just bring it right up to where your yellow fades out. Okay, so there we go. I don't know why I didn't do this ahead of time. I probably really should have. It would have saved a lot of time and you wouldn't have had to watch me do all of this. The day I'm videoing this is actually St. Patrick's Day. I did absolutely no cards for St. Patrick's Day. Shame on me. And it came as a surprise. There's that Stampin' Up! Doesn't have any St. Patrick's Day stamps. I'm going to have to send them an email and say, what's up with that? Another thing I noticed there's a lack of, and that's stamps for son-in-laws and daughter-in-laws. There's no in-laws, no mother-in-laws, father-in-laws. You know, that's just not right. Maybe that's what I should do. I should design a stamp set that just has stuff for the in-laws and aunts and uncles. You don't, cousins, nephews, nieces. I don't see much of anything for them. Okay, so we've got all of our little flower pieces colored. And, I didn't tell you about the skewer. I have a little teeny tiny skewer here. Anything that's round, it'll work. And we're going to just curl them edges. And you notice I'm like grabbing it and almost like pulling on it. It's just to break the fibers down, and it curls nicer. So we got to do that. You know what? I'm going to stack them up. Maybe do them 2 by 2s. I think that will work. There. I'm so sorry you have to watch this. You know, maybe you could go take a bathroom break or something now. Or just skip ahead. That's what I often do when I'm watching videos and they're doing something that's just tedious like this. I don't need to see this. I just skip ahead. And one more here. Alright, now I need another wonderful tool that I didn't tell you you're going to need, and that's a Sharpie and the palm of your hand. So I get my Sharpie out here, and I'm just going to rub my Sharpie around and give that a little cup to it. Oh, you know what I didn't do? And that's why I have my tweezers out. This is a cool thing to do. Grab there's something on there. Grab the center of your petal, right in the center, and give it a wicked twist. You see that? No, you can't because I had it off screen. Grab the center of your petal and just really give it a wicked twist there. And we'll do that on all the petals. And again, I think I'm gonna double up on my flowers. I think I can do that. Well, this one's already cupped too, so let me do that one. If you don't have a pair of tweezers like this, if you have a pair of like needle nose pliers, you could use those too. Those would work. Okay, so we give them all a really wicked twist there. Let me see, I could probably do all 4 of them at a time. What do you think? There we go. And we're in the home stretch now. Just a couple more petals, up one more, down to the last one. There we go. Alright. Oh, sweet. And it kind of cupped them. I'm not going to do the Sharpie cupping then. So now I need my Tombow. We'll start assembling the flowers. And we're going to put a dab of Tombow in the center of 3 of them. We'll grab 3 other ones and put them on top. We're going to offset the petals. On stick. There we go. And the next one here. The petals aren't offset. There we go. And the last one. Offset the petals. There. And go back in there in all the centers and give it another little dot of Tombow and stick my beautiful gems down. I've got them. Thank God I picked these out ahead of time, huh? So you didn't have to watch me sort through all those colored rhinestones. This goofy one tried to go back again. Let me give that a little twist. Alright. There we go. So we got our flowers. Let me set them aside and let them dry. Okay, now it's time for our chicks, our little chick. Okay, so we need our Memento black. We need that stamp in a minute. Hopefully I'll be able to find it again. So we'll stamp our chick. And then we'll stamp our Celebrate Easter. Now, if the flowers, having all those flowers on there are too fussy, you can actually skip that. And I have the Celebrate Easter. I die cut that out in the circle and then put a bit of ribbon behind it. But if you wanted to, you could put have 2 circles like that And this one has from the Hey Chick stamp set. This has Hey Chick on it, and I would put that up at the top of the card, and then down in the towards the bottom of the card, I'd put the have Celebrate Easter. So you could put the Hey Chick up here, and then down here instead of the flowers, put the Celebrate Easter. Then you wouldn't have all those lovely flowers on it, but it wouldn't be as busy as my card is. So anyway, let's color the chicken. I'm going to do this really fast. Well, maybe not, because I do have to keep inside the lines. And I'm not. I'm going outside. Oh, please forgive me. Okay, so we got that colored in with the Daffodil Delight, and we're going to use the Tangerine Tango for his legs and feet. Alright, and a little bit on his beak. And then the chicken needs something to stand on, so I'm going to put some grass, just little flicks. Alright, so now he's got some good solid ground to stand on. And time to bring in some more stuff that I didn't show you because there's no room. Alright, I got these. Got my dies. Oh, time to bring in the Cuttlebug. And we're cutting, so we need our base plate, our B plate, and our C plate. And I have a big shot on the way. So in the future, I'll be able to show you how to do things on a big shot too. So let me get my little chick lined up there. Got a little bit of masking tape that I've stuck on my clothes and made de-sticky. And then we have our smallest circle. We're going to put that around the Celebrate Easter one. And put my C plate on top and run this through. And don't worry, it didn't break. It's normal noises. Oh, look at that. There's our little Celebrate Easter. There's our messy little chick that I colored outside the lines. It's alright, if I decide to use this card, I can always peel that off and do it properly. Alright. Now our little chick is going to go up on Dimensionals. Where did they get to? Here we go. So, I'm going to stick a couple, stick on there. Put a couple of them on the back of the chick. Peel them off. Okay, and we're going to put him right in the center of the centered medallion. There he is. Then we have our Celebrate Easter, and we want a little bit of ribbon behind that. So I'm going to just fold the ribbon over. And on the back here, I'm just going to put, where did my snail get to? There it is. I'm going to put a bit of snail on the back here. And that's how I'm going to attach the ribbon. Let me get that. I'm pulling things towards me and you're not getting to see them. Okay, so I have my snail on the back. I have my ribbon looped and I just stuck it on there like that. And oh darn, I wanted to do something different on this card too. On this one, I used another stamp, which was from, oh, I don't know what stamp set it was from. Oh, it was from Watercolor Wings, and it was a long stamp with dots, and I put that on there. If you like the dots, you can use your marker and put the dots on. I couldn't see bringing another stamp set into this video, but I wanted this to stand out a little bit more, so I want to take my dauber and my purple, my perfect plum, and I wanted to, I'll have to fold my ribbon back now. I wanted to put just a little shading around the outside here. It just didn't stand out from the card very much. It just kind of got lost in all that design on the card. Okay, there we go. So now we got a little bit of the perfect plum around the edge. Let me stick my ribbon back down. Alright, and we'll put a dimensional on the back of that. And we'll put that up here in the corner. Celebrate Easter. Now that we have it in place, I'll trim the ends at a diagonal with my nice sharp pair of scissors. There we go. And then on the inside of the card we want wishing you Easter blessings or something like that. Bring that stamp in. I'm going over 30 minutes here, so I'm trying to rush and get this done. And our Memento black ink. Ink that up real well. Get that out of here. And center it. And this is one of those stamps because the words go all kind of wavy on the sentiment. They almost always look like they're lined up right. So that's a really nice sentiment, and it's really great to use because of that. Okay, so now we're going to put our card down, our card front that we've done all this decorative work on. We'll do the flowers last. Put some snail on there around the edges. We'll center it on our cut out piece of perfect plum cardstock here. Okay. Then we'll put some more snail on there. Oop. Helps if you hold it the proper way. And okay, make sure that opens right. And then we'll center that on the front of the card. And where's my Tombow and my flowers? Got all my little flowers here. And I'm going to put one up here. I'll put one here. And put one over here. So I want these popped up a little bit more than they are at the moment. There we go. That's one. Oh, we're almost done. We're almost done. If you liked my video, make sure you hit that like button down below. I'll get some of this out of the way while I'm fiddling with my flowers. If you want to see more of them, be sure to hit the subscribe button. And if there's anything from the Stampin' Up line that you'd like to purchase, you can shop with me either through my Facebook page or my website. Oh, and my Tombow is a little bit off center. There we go. Put some more over there. So there we go. Card is finished. So I hope you all have a happy Easter, and you take care, stay safe, and happy stamping.